On this episode of the Red and Gold Report, we're going to be taking a deep dive looking at Chiefs star left guard Joe Thuney and asking if he does indeed deserve that elite guard contract he's currently playing under. Here's why I'm talking about this. For months I've been talking about left tackle Orlando Brown, how he wants to be the top paid offensive lineman in football, but how, according to my analysis, while he's above average or maybe even good on some Sundays, he's not close to an elite offensive tackle in the NFL, so he should absolutely not be paid like it. And well, that got me thinking, like I tend to do. Because actually, the Chiefs are already paying one offensive lineman elite money. That would be left guard Joe Thuney. In 2021, the Chiefs handed the free agent guard from New England the largest offensive guard contract in NFL history to come over from the Patriots. And even a year later, with so many record-setting deals around the NFL, Thuney is still second in year average amongst guards in salary and first in overall contract compensation among guards. This is an elite contract. It really is. So if we're going to be spending so much time criticizing Orlando Brown for not deserving elite money he's asking for, then it's probably only fair to ask whether Joe Thuney deserves the money he's already receiving from our Chiefs. And the answer is yes. Joe deserves to be paid like an elite guard because he obviously is one. So let me give you 3 reasons and back them up with plenty of numbers to prove that Joe Thuney is absolutely the elite offensive guard we are paying him to be. And real quick, as we dive deep into this, make sure to subscribe to this channel if you're a Chiefs fan. Hit the notification bell and like this video. Every time you subscribe, a Raiders fan cries. So first, Joe Thuney is an elite offensive guard that deserves to be paid like it because he is an elite pass blocker. In 2021, Thuney only allowed 1 sack, only 2 quarterback hurries, and only 16 pressures. That's incredible. Let me put that into context for you. Last year, PFF's top graded offensive guards were the Browns' Joel Bitonio, the Cowboys' Zach Martin. Now, also in here were the Patriots' Michael Onwenu, who I'm not going to include in this analysis since he was hurt half the year. And then also in that group was the Browns' Wyatt Teller. Now, I have to put each of their pass blocking performances in this handy dandy spreadsheet for you. And there's a few things that stand out when you compare Joe Thuney to the other elite offensive guards. The first is obvious. Obviously, he statistically belongs in the top tier of elite guards. What I mean by that is when we put Orlando Brown's numbers against elite tackles, what stood out is that he clearly did not belong in that group. He was a total outlier. But the opposite is true for Joe Thuney. He clearly does belong with these elite pass blockers at his position. He was tied for the least sacks, and he was tied for the second least hits, hurries, total pressures allowed by guards last season. And none of this is a one-year wonder for him. He allowed only 2 sacks in 2020, only 1 in 2019, and 0 in 2018. So yes, Joe is good, but not an elite run blocker, but he is absolutely dominant in the passing game. Maybe the best pass blocker at offensive guard in the league. Joe Thuney is an elite offensive guard when it comes to pass blocking. Second, Joe Thuney is elite and deserves to be paid like it because he has incredible versatility. An attribute that is essential on every offensive line is versatility. In week 17 of last season, after tackle Orlando Brown was injured in pregame warmups and his backup Lucas Niang was hurt early in the game, Joe Thuney was abruptly shifted from left guard to left tackle, and he responded amazing against the Bengals. Now, the Bengals have a very talented edge rushing group, and he did great. He gave up 0 sacks, only 2 quarterback hits, and 0 hurries. So for reference, playing out of position, Thuney turned in less overall pressures in that one game at left tackle than Chiefs starting left tackle Orlando Brown did in 8 of his games last season. And hey, showing he can turn in a performance in line with a starting caliber left tackle shows incredible flexibility. And in addition to playing 55 snaps at left tackle last year, Thuney played 126 snaps at center for the Patriots in 2020, 8 at right tackle for the Patriots in 2019. So he's incredibly versatile. And third, Joe Thuney is durable. The best ability is availability, and Joe Thuney is always available. Fun fact, Thuney has never ever missed a game in his 6-year career. Seriously, he's played in all 97 possible regular season games during his time in the league, which is amazing. And you know those other elite offensive guards I mentioned? Yeah, none of them have achieved that. They've all missed games in their career. A lot, but not Joe Thuney. He's impeccably reliable. Also, Thuney played the second most offensive snaps of any guard in the league last year. Second, of course, only the Chiefs' right guard, Trey Smith. So he's incredibly durable. So why does Joe deserve to be paid like an elite offensive guard? Well, because he is one. He's an elite pass blocker, he has great versatility, and he's impeccably reliable. But what do you think? Do you consider Joe elite? Do you consider him the best guard in the league or something else? Now that you've watched him for a year in the red and gold, do you think he's a good fit for the Chiefs scheme or not? Thanks for watching the Red and Gold Report. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, like the video, all that stuff. And thanks for watching. Really, thanks for watching the Red and Gold Report. And go Chiefs!